Because I had a student one time, bless his heart, he was B to the A-D bad. He was so bad, a bully, just bad. And he was respectful. I always said yes sir, no sir, yes sir. But he was just bad. He treated other kids bad. But then when you told his mama was punching him, tearing his behind. I mean, when I tell you she was tearing his behind up in front of us. I mean, to tear him up. And it's like, I would tell him, like, why are you acting like this? Because you know I'm gonna tell your mama, and you know she's gonna beat your friend again, and you know that you're gonna get your behind to her. Why are you doing this? And it's just like, sometimes I don't understand, like, you don't know what's going on in people's house. And she might be beating him up for sure. But, you know.
But is that happening at home?
Yeah, that's the question.
And then for some people, negative attention is still attention.
Right. That is also true. And maybe she's not showing him any other attention until she is carrying his behind. So and you know, are millennials lacking attention? Because we're living in an age where a lot of us, the TV raised us, you know, the movies raised us. We went to daycare. Mm-hmm. I think more of us went to daycare than any other generation. Mm-hmm. You know, and there was a TV and different things like that. So I think that's also a thing to be said, that this is, to me, more of an attention-seeking generation than.
I would agree with that, because that's what the selfies and I need to get more likes and more followers, because there's a sense of thrill. There was something on Facebook, and it was saying how the child is in therapy. It's not funny. The child is in therapy. Anyway, whenever we get a text message or a like or some notification on the phone, it releases a neurochemical in our brain to make us feel happy. So you have a generation of us that I thought about it. I was like, you're right.
I do get excited when I get a like.
There's an addiction there that we want to see. That is our now positive reinforcement. It doesn't come from interactions. It doesn't come from relationships. It comes from who liked my last post.
And it's sad because it's people that, I mean, you may know them, but that you don't really know. You know what I mean? So a lot of us are relying on that rather than actually having legitimate friendships and legitimate relationships. Like, we have a lot of acquaintances, we have people that we see in passing, but it's like we don't have, like, a lot of people don't have that really deep circle of friends where it's like you know that these are your friends that you can call on whenever, but you have these people and then you feel more deeply about them than you really should, because at the end of the day, like, they're really not that close to you. And it's
this big cycle, because I feel like we don't have those close connections because we're so attached to people that we don't see, that don't care about us. You know, we want them to like our picture, follow us back, and they have 100,000, 2 million followers.
And then with that comes the false assurance of, okay, a like or a love or a double tap. And whenever you get a true friend or someone who comes to you with the true constructive feedback that you need, we don't want to hear it. Oh, she don't like me. Oh, this. And it's like, well, no, it's not that. I'm just telling you that, you know, your breath tends to stink every time you eat an onion. And I think you should, like, I can't tell you. Like, where are the friends that say that? That's how people, and I've done it myself. People.
But also, I mean, this is kind of like not related, but kind of related. When someone puts like the ha-ha on like something that wasn't supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, what do you say? Because, I was feeling it, but you put a ha, like, what's funny?
And that's another thing, communication also gets lost in translation, because you can't read emotions, you can't read when somebody, to my tone. And a lot of times people, I know for me, in person, I get misconstrued. Like, things I say are misconstrued a lot because my tone is misleading. but no, I know in person, what I'm saying always is misconstrued because my tone can be misleading very often. So imagine like me texting, a lot of the times people will say, oh, you mad? And it's like, no, I can state the fact without being upset. And I think we just lose a lot of the communication. We lose a lot of one-on-one interaction. Some of us didn't lose that because we never had it, and that's why we're going on Instagram and Facebook trying to look for it. But, you know, I do feel like this generation is really strange in how we go about. We always like to play games, I feel like, too. Like, this is a game plan generation. We want to see how we can get over on you, or how we can, you know, have a come up. And But I do have these facts, 74 of the most interesting facts about millennials. And I'm not going to read all of them, but I'm going to read some that I found very interesting. So it says 6 in 10 millennials have jobs, and half of them are part-time.
I believe that.
Okay. It says...
It's hard out here for
were you trying to make the money while the rent?
Well, because a lot of people don't know what they want to do with their lives.
But it's not even that, like, it's not even that you don't know what you want to do, but it's like, it's frustrating because you go through high school and they're like, okay, you need to do good in high school so that you can get into college, and then you get into college and it's like, okay, you need to do well here so that you can get your degree and go get a good job. But then it's like, there are none. You need 6 years of experience, but so should I have started when I was 12? I'm confused. Like, there's really nothing. The job, you get a job, but it's not one that you need a degree for. Well, but then you need to have a degree, but then they're not offering anything because you need experience.
Yep, that's true. I mean, I know for me, I know it's differentish because
tell them what you do.
I am a registered nurse by trade, and so I knew nursing always was going to be a career that I could find a job. However, the caveat to that is, when we go through nursing school and we do our little clinicals and stuff, most of us start off with the dream mentality of, oh, I want to do labor and delivery, or I want to do peds, I want to do NICU, or I want to do the cushy, the stuff that people think that, it's cute. But the reality of it is, when you try to enter those specialties in nursing, it's the same thing. They usually want people with experience. So what happens to most of us is we have to start off in good old dirty regular nursing, meaning you're going to be on those floors with those sick people who is like, oh my gosh, this is, I went to school to help people, but I didn't want to help people like you. I mean, it's the truth. For my first year of nursing, at least for 6 months, I was driving to work crying because I didn't like the type of nursing that I was doing. Once I got there and I saw my patients and they loved me, I was fine, but just the mentality of, I really don't want to walk into this hospital and deal with whatever disease process, whatever physician I'm getting ready to see. So from the aspect of, I was in my field, but I wasn't where I wanted to be. And that's one reason why in nursing specifically, we have a huge turnover. There's still a nursing shortage because the younger nurses that are coming in, well, I don't want to be here, but we need you there because who else going to take care of these people?
Right.
But, and older generations aren't retiring because they don't have the money. I worked with one poor, she was the sweetest nurse when I did kind of get to labor and delivery. She was ready to retire, but she could not retire because her husband and her could not survive
off of just his salary.
Off of just, and he wasn't even working, off of retirement. So you have an older generation who we want them to leave so that we can then take those positions higher up and you are full potential.
But they gotta keep working.
Because they ain't got no money. So imagine what's gonna happen when the shoe is turned and it's our turn.
Right.
And that's actually one of the facts on here. I further down, but it's a lot of us don't believe that we'll even have Social Security.
I don't.
Yeah.
We're paying into Social Security, but we're really paying for our grandma and our grandpa and whoever else.
That's why you do your 401k and your 403b.
Because it's like in the off chance, like I feel like I have a pretty okay job for someone like that I got into right after college, but it's like I still can't. It's sad that like the dreams now are much different. Like before, because when I was working at the assisted living facility, I was talking to one guy and he was telling me how when he went to college it was like $600 and then his books were like $20. And it's like now and then you can get a house, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, I did the college thing, did the job, I've been working with the sheriff's office for 3 years, and it's like, okay, but I still can't move out.
Right?
Yeah.
Like what am I supposed to be doing right now? I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard.
You go to apply for a job and look at a salary and it's like, okay, if I break this down to how much I'm gonna make a month, if I break this down to how much I'm gonna make every 2 weeks, I still can't afford a very decent place. And it's like these people that are living in these beautiful apartments, what jobs do you have? What are you making?
They make money off of Instagram.
I'm dead. But it's true.
That is true, actually.
No shade.
Because if I could, I would.
Right?
I had glasses on, didn't I?
You did. They're off somewhere.
71% don't always obey social media policy at work, and I know for sure.
What does that mean?
That percentage has to be higher.
You're not supposed to be on your Instagram or Facebook.
I know how.
So what am I supposed to be doing? Working?
You're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be working at work. Imagine that. Granted, I do the same thing, but still.
39% of millennials have a tattoo, and I feel like there's more. That's more.
Well, maybe. No.
We don't.
None of us.
But we're like the only ones.
We're the only three left. We're the only three left. 65% of millennials say losing their phone or computer would have a greater negative impact on their daily routine than losing their car.
Yes.
Than you losing their car? Well, because if you have your phone, you can call somebody to come get you.
And it's about what the phone saves you from boredom.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Well, no, I mean, people used to do it. You know, they only had the house phone. But then again, that doesn't mean that they were happy. They didn't know where anyone was.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Wait. Because I remember I did not get my first cell phone until I was in high school. Because that's when the first smaller Nokias came out. The ugly little bulky ones, the smaller ones.
I have one too.
Yeah. So I didn't get that until high school, and I could only use it to call my mommy and my daddy when I was done with my after school. That right? So I don't remember life. I mean, I remember life prior to the cell phone. It was just I had to occupy myself doing other things.
I was also very young. I've had a cell phone, and cell phones have been around in my life for a very long time. So the things that I use a cell phone for now, I would not have used them for anyway when I was in middle school.
That's true.
So to me, no, I can't imagine life because I don't remember life before a cell phone, really. So yeah.
I got my first one when I was 13. And I only got it because I was going on the girls' retreat at church, and for the first time, like without my mom going. And it's so funny. My dad, bless his heart. Before that, I couldn't, like, I was always with him anyway. I was not allowed to go anywhere, so it really didn't matter. But anybody who I gave my phone number to, I had to give my dad their name, their phone number, their parents' name, and their parents' phone number.
Oh, team too much. He better.
Team too much. And I also didn't know that text messages counted as minutes.
Yes, they do.
But I found it out real quick.
Right?
I thought you could text me after that.
Nope, they know. And they can go back and read.
My God.
That was real. That one hit home for me. Okay, so this is a really interesting one. 75% see themselves as authentic and are not willing to compromise their family and personal values. That is not true. I don't see. But you know what? I think it is true because people believe that they are.
They do believe that they are, but they're not.
But they're not.
They be so fake.
I don't.
Steal my soul.
Okay, so this one kind of shocks me a little bit. So it says 81% of millennials have donated money, goods, or services.
Yeah, I believe that.
That kind of shocks me a little bit. Does that shock you a little bit?
Well, you lost me at money because I ain't got none.
Don't look at the money, the goods, and the services. In general, I think our generation is very good with the whole humanitarian and.
That's true.
Yeah,
I would say that. Okay. There's this one that says the median gross salary is $39,700.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Median.
Boldly.
Median.
Bold.
Is the average.
I know what that. I know.
Median.
I know. We're saying outside. No, is median in the middle? Median is average. So
average.
median is literally crossing, have everybody's salaries and crossing the
right.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
It can't be. If so, what are they doing?
What's the top one? That's in the middle. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah. This one is also very interesting. 88% of millennials are optimistic about finding a job.
That can't possibly. Those must be the ones who don't know any better. Are those ones that are still in high school?
I'm not sure.
Who don't watch TV or read the news?
So there's a section here for millennials as entrepreneurs, and it says that more than a quarter, 27%, are already self-employed. I think that's really dope.
That is, because we ain't working for nobody else.
I personally do not want to work for anybody else anymore.
I'm getting tired of it. Love you, but no.
No, I can see that.
It says 90% say being an entrepreneur is a mindset instead of the role of a business owner. And I do also agree with that.
Can you say that again?
90% say being an entrepreneur is a mindset instead of the role of a business owner.
I guess I can see that.
So what is our consensus about millennials? I
think we're misunderstood.
I do think we're misunderstood. I think that we have a lot to learn. I think that we have a lot of growing to do as a generation as far as learning from other generations. I think we don't want to be told what to do.
Also, stuff that we are not taught that like our parents still, because like my dad does my taxes, and so if he were not here, my taxes would not be done. And these are things that like they didn't necessarily teach us, but like we're just supposed to know by now. I can't, things like that.
Because he actually does them.
No,
he does them. And
just different stuff like, I mean, I know when I'm supposed to get my car serviced or whatever, but
your dad takes it?
I forgot.
You gotta take it. Okay. So apparently we're discovering things as we shoot.
I'm just saying, like, yes, like the little stuff like, oh, wash dishes or, do whatever. But like there's still some stuff that it's like, they did. I mean, the car thing, that's probably a personal issue on my part. But stuff like, how to file taxes or how to apply for a loan or, different stuff that
I don't know how to do as well.
Yeah, so.
No, nothing. Nada.
I mean, yeah. There are things that I know how to do, but then I have a few more years on y'all, just a little bit. But I still don't know everything.
Yeah.
I don't.
That you feel like you should know.
That I feel like I should know. I do still depend a lot on my parents. Because I know my parents tried to expose me to different things. But you guys are really a whole lot better off than some people. There are some people that they're not good with bills. They don't know how to stay on top of things. And it's like they don't start to experience those things until after they're trying to get out of the house.
And then your credit is shot by the time.
Yes. Like I remember my first bill that my mom gave me to handle was my little baby's cell phone bill. And that was my responsibility. And it was my look at you. It was if my phone went off, it's because it wasn't because the money wasn't in there. It's because I did not manage my stuff. And then after that, she started tag. Okay, now you take care of this. Now, granted, they were giving me the money at times I was still in school. We put the money in your account, but you pay. And a lot of parents, they either don't do that or something.
Don't know to do it. Don't think to do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like my car loan is in my name and. They take it straight out now, but before it was, I had to send the check in. Good Lord. I mean, granted, I had everything in on time, but I have to go to the checks out now. I don't even know where the checks are. But they take it out, automatically now, so.
And I feel like sometimes too people associate with not learning that as having a bad parent, and I don't think that's necessarily the case either. Some people just don't think or
they don't think
know
that they have
because they didn't have that, and so sometimes people don't even think like, oh, I wish I had this, or that's not
because they had to figure it out on their own,
right? And maybe sometimes people think that that's the best thing to do for their child, but there is something to be said about dealing with a child where they are. You can't treat every child the same. You know what I mean? And you can't treat every millennial the same.
You can't.
We different.
Message.
We all different.
We different.
Individuals.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Hey, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the thing we're about to. Hey! Pull up to the thing we're about to. No, I'm saying.
On the counter. Put the chips on the counter.
Millennials out.